Hello, all. Welcome back to my learning. So today, let's discuss about the Pandas library in Python. Um, the Pandas library in Python is mainly used for working with datasets. So we all know what's a dataset, right? A dataset is we can imagine like an Excel sheet which has rows and columns. For example, let's imagine we have subject on the columns: physics, chemistry, maths, biology, and in the columns we have marks for each student. So that really gives us an idea about which subject which student has good marks, which subject which student has low mark, and everything, right? And the entire average mark of the entire class, everything we can do. So this is the use of a data set. So imagine if we have the data set of 10,000 or 50,000 rows, it would be difficult to filter and get a pattern on that with our regular eye or with a manual calculation, right? So there, the Pandas library really helps us. So as I mentioned here, it helps in analyzing, it helps in cleaning in the sense there might be some unwanted values or mismatched values. We can clean them out, we can delete them easily, we can explore the data set, we can identify some relation between 2 points or two columns, and we can understand, okay, if this is increasing, the x is increasing, y is also increasing, or it is decreasing, that is increasing. So that kind of relations can be established. We can manipulate the data, manipulating, for example, let's say in one of the column you don't have a value, but uh, for other all columns for the similar type you have value. So what you will do, you will take the mean or medium or average, and you will replace it. So that is kind of manipulating, which is absolutely fine, which uh, when you have a huge data. I'm not going through and all of this. You can just pause the screen and you can read it, because pretty much I have explained in a clean way, and I don't want to explain more in a theoretical session. So we'll jump into the practical session. So before going to exactly in the practical, I want to confirm that everyone has Pandas installed. Pandas doesn't come along with Python, meaning if you install Python, we cannot say the Pandas is also installed. It has to be installed separately. So before installing, just run. Let's run this particular command. I mean line in the terminal, and if you are getting something like this, then yeah, this is the version of the pandas that you have. You are good to go. Or else, if you don't get this, you are getting some other message. It means you don't have pandas. So just type this one pip install pandas and enter. It may take 2 to 3 minutes to install, and once you get, you will get a success message that the installation is completed. So you can stop there and you can come to the VS Code. And now we have installed pandas. Now I have opened a Python file. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to a equal. I'm going to write a one dimensional list, 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. This is a normal one, list in Python. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to print. These are basic code of lines in the Python. Hope you don't have any questions here. I'm going to run this. Okay. Yeah. As expected, it got printed. Right. I cannot say this is a one-dimensional data set. This is not a one-dimensional data set. This is a one-dimensional list, I can say. So how can I make this as a one-dimensional data set? See, um, a data set should have indexes, should be in a sub in a specific representation. It should have you're just putting some random numbers. Of course it's a data, but on a point of AI or in a point of gen AI or machine learning, we cannot accept it as a data type, I mean data set. So for that, for one dimensional, we need to convert this into a data set. So what we can do is, let me import the pandas. We just installed the pandas in local. but in our file we have to import pandas. Okay, this is fine, but I will call it with an alias name so that it will be easy to use it wherever it is needed, because I need the functions that are inside the pandas library. So I will use pd dot. If I'm not using pd, I'm just stopping import pandas. Instead of that, you have to use pandas dot. That's it, nothing else. So even pd is the not mandatory use every time pd, but it's the standard. I mean, best practices people used to do in the industry. They use import pandas as pd. You can, of course, you can give some other name, maybe vv, pc, whatever it is. That doesn't matter. Yeah. So pd dot. Uh, we have a build method called series. Okay. Now I'm just calling this a inside series. Right. Now let me run. Yeah. I did a mistake. I didn't print it. So let me print this. You can send this line to a separate line. Let me show you that as well. You can print like this. Okay. You can print like this, or what you can do is you can take this. You can put this. You can assign this a value d or something. You can print a d. That also works fine. Now let me comment this. I want to explain few things here. So let me delete the old one and let me run again. Yeah. Do you see this? This is how it got printed when I passed that list into series. Okay, it got printed as a series. Before, how it was printing in the same way how it was declared. Right now, it is printing somewhat different. And also, what is this? This is called index. So it is printing along with the index. We are not passing index anywhere, but by default, when you pass it in series, it is trying to make them as a data set which can help us or operate more operations. So it is having an index, it is having one to the values are being 1 2 3. Now why they have given, or why series has converted into this? Because now it's pretty easy. Let me explain pd dot series. Okay, I don't want to confuse you guys. Let me make it very easy way. I'm taking out and I'm assigning here this to, as I said previously, B. So here it is there. We know these are the indexes we have, right? So what I'm doing is I'm typing index equal to what I'm going doing is, see, all right, we'll do this later. I'm doing index 2. Okay, and let me print. B. Okay. So what you're thinking before running, what I'm doing? I have a data set. I mean, I have a list. I'm converting it into a one-dimensional data set, right? And I'm asking in the one-dimensional data set. Sorry, I'm converting it into one-dimensional data set. Not here. I'm converting into one-dimensional data set, and the converted data set is stored in B. And I'm asking, hey, I don't want you to print everything what you have converted. I just want to print two. What does this two mean? Okay, that might well, okay. Anyway, let's run. We'll come to know what is that too. See, it printed three. What does that mean? I asked to print two, but it printed three. Why? Yeah, it is index, nothing but index. So I asked to print two means the index two, whatever it has the value. So that's the reason it printed three. Now let me ask it to print three. What it should print? It should print four, right? Let's see. it printed 4. So you understand why, what is the importance of converting a one-dimensional list to series while dealing with the data. We have index inbuilt and we can play around with whatever. You don't want to print every time everything in your console. Okay, you know which particular index it is, you can print it. And n number of things are coming again. You can do a number of exercises as well. So one more I would like to explain is, if you don't like the index, right, you can change it. For example, b comma index error. Okay, in the print statement it's not coming directly, so what we can do is we can change it here itself. So comma index, yeah, index of, I don't want 0 1 2 3 4. Let me put uh, a, okay, b c d. Okay, let me put this way. So let's print the entire b now. I don't want to print only 3. Let's print entire b now. You see this? The index got replaced. The default index was 0 1 2 3. Now the index got replaced to 4. Here you have to be very careful because we have 4 values, so you should pass the exactly 4 index. You should not pass 3. It will throw an error. Okay, now let's try calling again. Do you think if I call like B, I mean 1 2 3, it works? We can try. Before that, let me call like B. Let's see what it happens. I'm calling B, so it should print 2. It printed 2. Now, with my previous memory, let me call 2. I'm calling 2. I don't know what it has to print, but it will throw error. Print BF2. Some error it is coming. BF2 0 1 2. It printed 3, but it's saying it printed 3 because I believe it is 0 1 2. It's taking C only. And let's see, anyway, it's something. It's saying future warning series get item creating keys as person depreciated in a further version. Integral keys will be waste reader labels to access the value position. It's saying something something, but at least it printed something. But that's not the correct way, we know, because the indexes are abcd, right? So yeah, um so that's what, to convert a one dimensional array into a data set. So now we'll stop this video with one more small example. I would like to explain one dimensional. How can we convert the one dimensional dictionary? For example, my data set is equal to, I'm opening a dictionary, so I will say day one. So this is the key, and in the day one I earned, let's say, 500 rupees. I would say day two, right? And I earned 700 rupees, right? And let's say day three, okay? The day three, I earned 1,000 rupees. So this is one of my data sets. So in one dimensional dictionary data types, I know I'm not, we can print like this. Print, as we just seen, we can print my data set and we can see what it is printing. Before that, let me comment all the print which from the previous program, otherwise it confuses. Now, yeah, yeah, you see this, it printed whatever I have here in the same way. So now it's, as we discussed, this is not a data set, proper data set. This is a set of data but not a data set, I can say. So what we can to do, we have to do the pd dot series, right? We are using series since it's a one dimension, right? My data set. And I'm assigning this to new data. Okay. Let me print the new data. Yeah. Yeah. Do you see this? Let me comment this. So let me comment. Let me delete the console. Yeah. You see this? Now it's a data set, right? So here, if you see in the dictionary, you don't have the index 0, 1, 2, 3, because when you put or when you try to play with the dictionary one-dimensional data set, it has a feature called this is the key, this is the value. So day one is a key, and the value for the key is 500. Day two is the second key, and its the value is 700. Day three is the third key, and the value is 1000. So by default, the key in the dictionary will take it as the index in the data set. Due to that, you don't see 0, 1, 2, 3, and due to that, you cannot put 0 here and you cannot play. But you can do one thing, you can do like day one. Okay. Even I didn't try it, let's try. But my belief is we should be able to get, yeah. You see it, day one, it gives 500. Instead of that, index start with 0. So I'm trying to give 0 here, and let's see. I'm trying to give 0 here and I don't know whether it works. Let's see. It should not work. See, it should not work. It's throwing error. Even though it's throwing error, it gives me 500 as we have seen that, and it's not a best practice. But let me try one. Yeah, it gives, but it says, as I say, it says warning. So that's not a good practice to deal with. So yeah, where we were, day one. Yeah. So in a dictionary, what is difference here to here? So here you will have a default index. Here you don't have a default index because when you pass a dictionary, it should be in a key value pair. We have learned it since since it's in a key value pair, the key will be auto assigned to the indexes. So you have to play with indexes only, and you can shortlist like this. Okay. Um, and let's see this series how this works. So here a small difference is there. So let me do indexing here. So what you can do is we can type in, yeah, index. What is this? Yeah, index of. So when you type this and you just let's say you just pass some random values, because what I'm saying, what I mean to say is, if you see we don't have any key here, so we passed ABCD. So here it was taking key. So if you let's say I'll show in the example. Let me do this. Instead of day three, I'm giving TTT. Okay. So what's the expectation? And let me remove this filter. Otherwise, let's see. I can explain what's the output. Don't worry. See, it prints day one 500, day two 700, but TTT NA, which means it really matches with the output. It doesn't it matches and replaces. It matches day one, yeah, day one is there, it gives this. Day two, yeah, day two is there, it gives this. It matches TTT, no TTT. TTT is not there. So it will give your index, and since no value is there, it will give NaN, and it doesn't print day three because here what is happening, it is trying to replace to these three indexes with these three indexes. Okay, it's not matching. Matching is not the correct word. It's replacing. Day one is replacing here, day two is replacing here. Since the key is day one and the replaced key is also day one, it is showing 500 here. Okay, and here what happens, it is TTT is replacing day three. Both keys are different, so the value is not matching, so they put NaN. So hope you understood one dimensional um, list as well as dictionary, and how we were turning or changing them into a data set so that we can use them in our future learning, or we can use them in analyzing and cleaning and everything. So definitely we have more things has to come. This is just an introduction on the Pandas library. uh, we have lot to be learned. We have two-dimensional dictionaries and the operation that we use. Of course, we can import files and we can read and we can write, we can delete. All things are coming. I'm doing separate videos, so please do watch all those videos. um, let's see on the next class with the two-dimensional data sets, and we'll play again. So please do practice. Till then, bye. Thank you.